Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi
Waalaikumsalam
wabarakatuh.
warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
So class, please let's pray together.
Good morning, all. Nice to meet you.
Good morning, Miss. Nice to meet you.
Morning, Miss.
Are you all okay?
Alhamdulillah, Miss. I'm okay.
I'm fine,
Yes,
Miss.
I'm very good. I'm okay too. Okay, that's great. First, we will check our attendance. Say present when you are here, okay?
Ilva,
Yes, Miss.
Aska,
Yes, Miss.
Ayu Kartikandari,
Yes, Miss.
Kamila Zulfa,
Yes, Miss.
Alina Zumiarti,
Yes, Miss.
Very good. When you are all present. So, class, today we will discuss about the story of the tortoise and the hare. Wait a minute for the screen.
Now I will read this slide. Er was making fun of the tortoise when they were being so slow.
Do you ever get anywhere? He asked with a mocking laugh.
Yes, replied the tortoise, and I get there sooner than you think. I'll run you a race and profit.
The hare was much amused at the idea of running a race with the tortoise, but for the fun of the thing he agreed. So the fox, who had consented to act as judge, marked the distance and started the runners off.
The hare was shown for hours of sight, and to make the tortoise feel very deeply how ridiculous it was for him to try a race with a hare, he lay down beside the course to take a nap until the tortoise should shut up.
The tortoise, meanwhile, kept going slowly but steadily, and after a time passed the place where the hare was sleeping. But the hare slept on very peacefully, and when at last he did wake up, the tortoise was near the goal. The hare now ran his swiftest, but he could not overtake the tortoise in time.
We will ask questions about the story. Just raise your hand. What did two characters do in this story?
May I, Miss?
Yes, Anissa.
Uh, they raise each other.
Yes, very good. There is each other. Next,
Now, students, we discussed that the hare is faster than the tortoise, but who won the race? If you want to answer the question, you may raise your hand.
May I, Miss?
Yes.
The answer is the tortoise won.
Yeah. Excellent, Ilva. Thank you. The tortoise one because he didn't give up. He keep going on.
now let me tell you about the moral you learn from this story. No matter how slow we are, but if we keep being steady and keep going, we can win the race. Okay, class, let's now proceed to our discussion. Our topic about the ant and grasshopper.
Wait a minute for the second story. Yeah.
Please, slide 2.
Thank you, Ayu. Now we are going to read the story. We will read first, then later you read it aloud. Take turns with your classmate. The ants and the grasshopper. One bright day in late autumn, of a family of ants were bustling about in the warm sunshine, drying, drying out the grain they had stored up during the summer. When a starving grasshopper, his fiddle under his arm, came up and humbly begged for a bit to eat.
What? Tried the ants in surprise. Have you started anything away for the winter? What in the world were you doing all last summer?
I didn't have time to store up any food. When the grasshopper, I was so busy making music that before I knew it, the summer was gone.
The ants shrugged their shoulders in disgust. Making making music? Were you? They cried. Very well, no thanks. And they turned their back on the grasshopper and went on with their work. After reading the story, I will ask question. What the story all about?
Okay, I will repeat the question. The question is, what's the story all about?
I know, Miss. The story tell about the ant and the grasshopper.
Yes, great. Thank you, Herlina.
Now, please, you read it aloud. Take turns with your classmate. First, Ilva, please read the paragraph 1.
What, Miss?
Please read the paragraph 1.
Okay, Miss. One bright day. Nggak kelihatan, Miss. Oke, udah. One bright day in late autumn, a family of ants were bustling about in the warm sunshine, trying out the grains they had stored up during the summer. When a starving grasshopper, his his fiddle under his arm, came up and came up and humbly begged for a bite to eat. Yes.
Stop. Next,
Thank you, Ilva. For the second paragraph, we'll read by Aska. Time is yours, Aska.
Okay, Miss. What? Cried the ant in surprise. Haven't you stored anything away for the winter? What in the world were you doing all last summer? I have done, Miss.
Thank you, Aska. For the third paragraph, we read by Mila. Camila, time is yours.
Yes, miss. I did not have time to store up any food when the grasshopper. I was so busy making music that before I named it, the summer was gone. Don't miss.
paragraph 4. Please read, Helena.
Okay, Miss. The ants shook their shoulder in disgust. I have done, Miss.
Thank you, Harlina. So, class, the story of the ants and grasshopper describe how a hungry grasshopper begs for a food from an ant. When winter comes and is refused, the ants knew that there are days of necessity, but the grasshopper didn't realize it instead.
He make always the time making to squirrel and skip go in preparation in winter. The ants plan and work hard while the grasshopper suffered hunger and saw the ants enjoying the food stored and collect in the summer.
That's all, class. Thank you very much and see you later.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam
Waalaikumsalam
warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Thank
warahmatullahi
you,
wabarakatuh.
Miss.
Bye bye.
Bye.